Obviously winning CIF, we really wanted that banner and we got it, and now it'll hang on your gym forever, and that's really something we can all be proud of.
Really tough choice, but I'd have to say winning CIF.
Winning CIF, I mean, I know everybody probably says that, but it really was one of the happiest moments of my life, and I wouldn't trade anything for it. It was really great.
Let me think. No, CIF champions. Woo!
I'd say meeting Ron Artest's got to be on the top of that. The fact that we beat Chadwick 3 times. And, I mean, just how far we all came.
It's been such a good experience because I've gotten to be really close to a lot of you and, you know, become really, really good friends with all of you, and I think that's the most important thing you can have.
She's really great. I can't wait to come back and see her play next year because she's already done, you know, amazing things for us on defense, coming off the bench and her great three-pointer the other night. I think Emma's really, really smart, and she shows that on the basketball court, and she plays with a lot of composure, and I think she's going to be great for poly basketball in the future.
Emma, well, last night she had an amazing three-point shot, and I think she's improved so much throughout the season, like being a freshman and coming up and joining this team, and she's really been an integral part of it.
Shot's pretty funny. It makes me laugh when we're doing partner shooting, and she takes all of her shots, and then the arc is over the backboard and just swish, like most of the time, like at least 6 out of the 10 shots every single time, and that always makes me laugh.
She can actually do a lot of cool things, and she might not say it, but, you know, I see it. Her low reverse and her threes in practice.
She's really sweet, even though she's quiet. But I think she makes some funny comments now and again, which is nice to keep things fresh.
One time in practice when she was being emulating Haley, we were going after it. It was good.
She is an amazing post, and she played great defense against Haley.
Caitlin has not gotten enough credit for what she's done this year. She's been a starter all season as a freshman on a team that just won CIF. She had a huge game on Saturday, and I kept telling her how important her rebounds and defense were against Haley and Eric.
When she's going in for the rebound and there's against even a big person, and she gets the rebound and does it, the huge swing of the arms, and the intensity that she has it's great to watch.
Caitlin is a great motivator because I watch her and how she does her post moves, and she's really good at her post and really aggressive.
I've seen her play for the past 2 years, and I think every game this year she's improved a lot.
Court's got a really good sense of the court, and I think she just makes us all play a lot better, and she always has a positive attitude.
Courtney's been scoring for us, she's been assisting for us, she's blocking shots, she's gotten taller. You know, she uses everything that she has athletically to the best of her ability.
Her singing really lightens up practices and games in the locker room and everything. Courtney has helped me a lot this season, improve, and kind of when we're on the court playing and stuff, she'll, remind me to move around, and I don't know, she's helped a lot with that. She's really quick and a great ball handler, so that helps a lot.
She's the funniest person ever on the team, no question. She may not realize it, but she is.
So approachable, she's so nice. Every time she sees me, she's like, "Hey, Rafaela," and I'm just she's so happy all the time. She's so cute.
Definitely think she adds a lot to the team, just keeping us spirited.
And I make some random jokes and comments that people think are really funny, which I don't know why. I seriously do not know why. It's just what I say every day, basically.
Catherine is hilarious, and Catherine is so much better at basketball than she knows. She really is. She's a lot faster than most people know, and I think if she just has a little bit more confidence in herself, she could do great things. But also, Catherine's just fun to have on any team because she says the funniest things, even though she doesn't think they're funny. Catherine, you're really funny.
I feel comfortable when she comes into the game as their 6th person. I think she's done a really good job, and next year I think she'll probably be a starter next year, and I think she'll step up into that role really well.
She's singing all the time. She's she gets to go DJ. That's my DJ.
This is another one who comes off the bench for us and really just plays, amazingly. She gets rebounds. The other night she got a couple steals. And Tessa, when she plays, calmly, she can do anything.
I think Tessa was the most welcoming when I came on varsity. Was the first one that I really became friends with, and I'm really appreciative of that. And she's just one of the nicest people I know.
This is just so much fun, and she's just really funny and positive, and she's just all around fantastic.
She's just loud and crazy, but can be so serious all the time. Can be serious when she needs to, and you know, she's always ready to work.
Well, it's so much fun. I didn't know her that well before this season, but she's another one who is hilarious. And Rafaela has a lot of power in the paint. In that tug of war yesterday, I have a feeling Rafaela was a lot of the strength behind it. She's really, really a great person and a great basketball player. And she always tries so hard, and she always asks questions because she really wants to learn and get better at everything.
A lot of times when we're just like lining up for drills or doing stuff like that, she kind of helps me find out where I should be, which is always nice.
She always ends up guarding me, even though I'm point guard and she's not.
She gets in there, she really fights for the ball.
Offense, defense, basically the number one scorer. Rebounds, steals, everything, and she's a really nice person.
She's quiet, but like it makes everything she says like so much more important and meaningful, and she really knows what to say to people, to me, when I need it and when at the right time.
She's really funny. She's really shy sometimes, but when you really get to know her, there's a whole other side of her that a lot of people might not know.
She's funny. She definitely has words of wisdom. I don't know, like before big games when she can tell that it's the pressure's kind of getting to me. She always seems to know exactly what to say in like a short and sweet, and I don't know, it really means something every time she says something.
She's really stepped up as a leader this year. You know, she's found her voice in different ways. You know, now she's the one, you know, making the announcements and morning meetings. And now she's the one, you know, I just have every confidence that next year the team's going to be fine.
She's great at defense, and I love it when she pops those threes in the games.
She's a great contributor out there, and I mean, it might not show as much in the stats as much as like what she actually does, because she's out there passing the ball all the time, you know, moving, and she has so much hustle, and she always is guarding one of like the main players, or like face guarding, so her like main focus is on defense, and it helps. Like you can, and she's just out there and playing. She plays really tough, you know, fouls out sometimes, but she's really tough.
She does so much for the team that nobody ever hears about. She always, you know, guards, you know, probably the best player, the best guard, and gets in her face, and no matter how many fouls she gets, she still plays with tenacity, which is usually, you know, 3 or 4. But Sydney's so funny. She brings just this incredible energy to the team.
She also has really nice layups. Definitely better.
She's really quick, great on defense, all of her steals, awesome when she steals a ball and breaks away and runs down the court and makes her layup.
She is just so competitive. Even today during the tug of war, you could just see like this, I don't know, just the toughness in her face. She goes for what she wants, and she's competitive.
Defensively, she's really amazing with all of her steals, and that state game where she had 20 points, that was just awesome.
I miss her handshake. Yes. I don't even know how that got started. Yeah. It's actually a handshake. Like, it's not like a special handshake, it's just a handshake.
She's, you know, always knows what to say before games, always knows how to cheer someone up. She's just always very positive. She's great at practices. She's a great leader. She's been such a good captain this year.
I'm gonna miss her.
She always, you know, tries so hard. It doesn't matter like how much we're running or whatever. She's always just, you know, pumping her arms, running as hard as she can. And whenever she steps onto the court, there was one game where she scored like 6 points in 2 minutes. Caroline has a great shot, and she's really like coming to her own this year as a player and as a senior. And I'll miss Caroline a lot next year. Yeah.
Like, she's always really happy in practice, and she's always like, I don't know, at least to me, it always comes across as she's just always willing to do what is asked of her.
Sometimes she'll be the one to ask the questions that like a lot of us are kind of thinking, but we aren't really sure about it. But then sometimes, a lot of times, she'll ask a question, so that's good.
We look different, okay?
We always have competitions at the end of practice to see who had the reddest face after running really hard.
I started to bring my watch early in the season, but I realized that that was pointless, and I actually enjoyed practice and being with every member of the team this year.
Jane's the best.
Jane's making me do this stupid video while I need to go working on my senior page.
I appreciate Jane's willingness to guard me in practice. We had a lot of fun.
Jane always manages to make things more lighthearted. Like after milking, we were all kind of scared to go to practice the next day, and she just kind of lightened the mood, made everything a little easier for us, and she always put a smile on my face.
Her loud voice really helps in the game.
Jane is just really funny, and she just makes the most hilarious jokes, and I just love them, so she just makes me laugh all the time.
She gets the Spirit Award on our team, and also basketball skills. Every time Jane comes off the bench, she scores at least like 4 points. Again, like Caroline, 6 points in 2 minutes. But Jane, you know, she's not afraid to shoot it, and she does. And when she does great things. And she also knows how to get other players involved. And, you know, she's come off the bench for us in important games and done great.
I will miss seeing her around at school, because I stalk you, you know that.
Without her, I don't think we would have come so far, and we wouldn't have been able to push ourselves as we did till the last of it.
She told me, and I think a lot of us one day, that she's going to put us in the best positions we can to succeed. And I think she did.
Coach Weber's always able to put a smile on my face. She always makes practices really fun.
I think she knows when to push us and when to back off.
I don't know, I felt like whenever I was maybe confused with something or not sure, she could always tell, and she would always help me with it, so that's nice.
She's loud, and she says like really inspirational things that really help before a game and after a game, and she does her research, which is really good too.
I think I've gotten to know her better as a person this year, and it's been really fun, and she's also just really hilarious, and she makes me want to go to practice every day.
She's got some sass too. She gets in there and does the drills with us maybe when we aren't executing as much as like the other team, but she makes the drills more game-like, I guess, and more intense, and when she is in there, she's loud and it gets us like more pumped up and stuff, but and she does joy drill with us. And I mean, it may not be my favorite part of practices, but Amber definitely, she keeps those things fun.
Amber's kind of been my personal mentor throughout the season. She's really been supportive of me throughout, even when I've gotten confused or just needed a little extra support. She's always been there for me.
Amber, she's so sweet, and if you have a question, you can just ask her and she'll help you. She'll pull you aside and talk to you, and that helps a lot too. And on the bench, like, if you're confused, you can just go up to Amber and she'll teach you the plays. She's been really good, obviously defensively, like, you know, teaching us. I've learned a lot through her, how to be a better player, especially post player, because she knows a lot about that.
Everyone's really funny.
We're all goofy girls and we like to laugh and giggle.
I think we had a lot of fun together and we bonded as a team.